This is Intake, this is Project Z, and we're at Tyrepower Pakenham. As some of you guys might know, I just came back from overseas. The car was stowed at my family member's house for a week and a half, and both the rear tyres were nearly completely flat. These tyres are 8 years old, so Tyrepower here at Pakenham, which is an hour away from where I live, reinforcing that hour's drive because I can't drink today. Upsetting. They've been nice enough to order in a 275 tyre for the rear, which means that this stance is definitely going to make me dance. But we're not going the slanty tyre route. So, when you turn your car off, actually turn it off, unlike me. Check it in neutral. Comes to off. Rev. Still haven't sorted out that misfire yet, but we'll get to that in a future episode. Hot tip for the day, always bring your lock nut with you when you're getting your tyres done. Now I've got no idea where they want me to park, so I think this will probably do it. You'll need a hex key for those outer ones, I think. So this is what we're throwing on the car today. They're a Federal 595 and they're a 275/40 R17. These are a lot wider than the 245s that are on the rear at the moment, but they might also be a little bit taller. But that's fine because that just means we get to lower the car a fuckload more. This is a much better rattle gun than the battery one I was using at home.
Basically.
Yes. So it looks like these ones are pretty much the same size. If anything, these are actually taller. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen when these inflate? So there's going to be a few people in the comments. They're going to say, why are you getting rid of this tread pattern? That looks gnarly. And you know what? You're right. It does look gnarly. But these will fucking grip. Got to break open all that glue that's been on there. You know, the worst thing about filming inside of a workshop is their radio does the copyright flags for YouTube. Barbra Streisand. There's a lot of shit inside of here. These wheels actually look pretty fucking impressive when there's no tyres on there. 10 inches is a pretty uncommon size. A lot of aftermarket wheels are 9 inches, but I like to go that extra inch deeper. Bigger, bigger. I like that we've actually got grinding on the show, and yet I can't smash. We've got one, but not the other. We're burnt without Ernie. So what Ben's doing there is he's grinding down the beads where the tyre seals to the rim, just to make sure that it seals properly, because there's been so much bead sealer and shit on there that they just haven't made a good seal in the past. Might have been part of the problem as to why it's going down. So what Ben's just explained to me, and I'm going to relay back to you in a dummy's way, because he said in a very eloquent word of the day manner, is that he's putting a tyre glue on there to help seal the tyre onto the rim. And that's basically because the rim is shit. It's not that shit though, is it?
That's pretty good.
For a 25-year-old wheel, it's doing all right. Don't forget these came out when the dinosaurs came back to life. Bum, 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 bum. That's how you get something into a tight hole. A little bit of lubrication and a bit of force. And that, camber gang, is how you correctly fit a tyre to a wheel. No 195s here. Full disclaimer, I have known Ben for quite some time. But I am paying retail for these things, unlike some other YouTubers. Marty, come on. And as always, whew, the second one is lather, rinse and repeat. The two blokes working on my wheels at the same time. Two blokes, one car. He's really good at working with rubber, like to get these things into these. There was a dick joke in there, but I just can't work it. You have to be fairly tame when you're working inside of a business. So every time I say fuck, it gets blanked. Listen. And just like your new era hats, these things come with stickers that have to be removed. That's how stupid you look. You take them off. So we've got a 15 gram weight and a 40 gram weight that's got to go onto this thing. So it's like what, 1/64th and something of an ounce, because Americans can't use just the metric system. Come on guys, you get with it, everyone else has. Jump on board. So these tyres are looking pretty dope on these wheels now, perfect fitment. But to put them back on here, what we're going to do is piss these spacers off. Now the reason we've got them on there is because the back of the wheel is hitting a knuckle inside of here, which Ben's going to be a champ and grind off for us. So goodbye, fuck those right off. Oh, massive clearance.
There we go, heaps. Yep, beautiful.
Now we all know how to do this bit. So I'm glad we've pissed that spacer off, because that means the car is more legal, slightly more legal. If these tyres are a lower profile, which means it's less legal, which probably means that the car is about the same legal. It's not Boston legal, it's the same legal, which is a good thing, maybe. I don't know how it works. Ooh, I wonder if I get to use this thing. No, dangerous. Now, should it be on the ground for this kind of thing?
No.
It doesn't need to be. Oh, I like that. Yeah, opposite sides. As you have watched intake, you'll know that I do that. How many oogas do I do?
Two.
Two oogas. That's talk to spec. It's nice to have someone who actually helps around here. Unlike the other guy that usually helps on the show. Hindrance. It's nice that he's not here because I can make fun of him. He's going to kill me. I really like that I'm not doing a hell of a lot this episode. I just get to wait for the reward. Those little red caps, these are the key to making everything go faster. Not blue, not green, red is the magic colour. So we've returned from Tyrepower. The Z looks fucking amazing with those new rear tyres. We're going to have to go there and get some new front tyres at some point as well. But for now, they'll be fine. We get to lower the car an extra inch or so now, just based off how much space we've got in the guards. And let's worry about that later on, because all we need to do for the moment is crack a beer. Beers today were brought to us by Mark Biondo, who's from Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. He runs by the name Jedi77 on some 300ZX forums, so if you see him on there, say, hey, good job Mark, what I'm buying those intake blokes a beer, they deserved it. Oh, fucking oath I deserved it. That is amazing. Oh, I'll tell you what, they're not as good as the cans in Japan though, and they're smaller. So cheers to Mark. Now there's a few things we have to address in this episode, as we change the format up. Number one, this is an invoice from Tyrepower. We paid full retail price on those things, so we don't get stuff for free. So thanks to everyone out there who buys our stickers, our decals, waste decals, because that really goes a long way into supporting the channel, because it helps us to make new episodes and, you know, smash more beers. So don't forget that you can smash gears. We'll never get this right. Sink beers. These decals are available. We don't have the shirts available at the moment, but you could buy this decal and stick it to a shirt. No one will know the difference. Yeah, we ship them to pretty much anywhere in the world, as we have said in the past, and they're pretty cheap, really. You guys are more than welcome to donate money for shout outs and a credit for beers. Whatever. Just, you can give us shit. That's cool. Whatever. Sidekick Nick will be back. He's at work today and we are filming on a weekday. So I had to get those tyres done. We have a heat plan for Project Z. We are working on the engine. We have a front mount intercooler system coming in. HKS twin front mount thingy doodle, gonna look awesome. We have to fix the misfire, which means we have to work with the injector loom because that's what we've narrowed it down to, thanks to some handy 300ZX guys from New Zealand. And right now, I think it's time that I finish this beer off. Sorry to everyone that I didn't spill any beers today. Oh, for those of you wondering out there what the beer quota was for a job like this, it was about 3 beers. Yep, about 3 beers. I'm not invisible from the waist down. My feet are not floating in the air. I am wearing camouflage pants. They are back in fashion. My wife told me so. I think she just wants to see less of me.